Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
A short update today, guys. Basically, nothing, well, not a lot of things changed from yesterday. I continue to be pretty bullish, and like at this point, I would say maybe 65% bullish, 35% bearish. There are two main reasons for that, and I want to underline those. First reason is that we are continuing to follow this head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders pattern, and the fact that we were pretty much in the sideways recently is fitting this pattern pretty well, and actually currently we're a bit going up, so it's going just along the line of the pattern. It's pretty ridiculous that it's so obvious, but you know, recently sometimes simplicity works the best. The same thing, which I still confirming, is that with the growth, like average growth of the price of Bitcoin, we see the growth of the price of Tether. And as soon as I will not see the opposite of this correlation, as soon as it will be invalid, this correlation, I will still remain bullish. The thing is, for a while we are above $1 mark, and for all this time we were, although we were a bit correlating around this area, right? But even at this point, Tether was higher than $1, and eventually it led to even higher price of Tether, and we went even higher than before. So we not really higher on Bitcoin, but we returned a lot of the previous drop and approaching to the new high, well, the old high, and we'll try to test it again and go above. So looking at the Tether from the historical point of view, as you remember, I would probably look at the level of like at least 1.05, 1.07 max, but until 1.05 I would remain bullish, and like just look from the historical point of view. Of course it may be different this time, but I would want to see the Tether higher, and at this point I would expect the price of Bitcoin like return to much higher levels. Until then, I don't want to even think about shorting it. Of course, it's up to you what to do. It's not a financial advice, my personal opinion. But you see this trend. I getting more and more convinced that this is very important and works well so far. So until it is not invalid, until I will not see, let's say, Tether going down below $1 and some complete lack of correlation with this price and Bitcoin, I will not be I will still believe that this is the true behavior. And the last thing, which is also very important in my opinion, is that, well, look, if you look again from the daily chart, the total capitalization of altcoins is now above this huge red wedge, descending wedge, and now we are actually quite strong in terms of the confirmation of this rise. So we tested once, we sort of broke it, and then we tried to return it, but we didn't. And again, it's pretty confident that we are above it. Short term, you see that we test the very important level of around $60.8 billion, and 1, 2, 3, now fourth time. I would say the more we're testing it, the more likely we'll break it. I guess very soon. We see this nice green candle, so very soon we may do that, and we will actually have a chance to approach this another version of this wedge with this black one, a little bit steeper. So we'll test it again as well probably, and if we'll go above, that will be a very bullish sign as well. So anyway, short term, I would you can look also like this is sort of bull flag. Of course, you can say the same about here, but still it may be a bull flag, and this is accumulation in the long, and I would tend to think like that. So yeah, short term I'm more bullish, like again 65% bullish, and long term, of course, and even midterm, I'm pretty much bullish until we will all of those like one or two things which I mentioned today: tether, this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and capitalization of altcoins will not be invalid. If one of those things, or even two or all of those things, will be invalidated, then I would turn to be bearish. But so far I'm happy that I entered, and I hope that you have some profits as well. So that is really it for today. I don't want to keep that long. I hope you'll have a great holidays. Enjoy the Happy New Year, guys, and so on. But anyway, I will make my updates every day as usual. Safe trading, guys. Goodbye.